As I walk through the gates of Auschwitz, marked by the haunting words, "Work sets you free," I'm immediately struck by the weight of history that lingers in the air. This is a site where unimaginable atrocities were committed during the Holocaust, yet it stands today as a symbol of remembrance and a call to ensure such horrors are never repeated. The ground of Auschwitz are both chilling and humbling. Each barrack, each pathway tells a story of suffering, resilience and loss. The personal belongings on display, shoes, glasses, suitcases, are a stark reminder of the individuals who lived and perished here. They were more than numbers. They were mothers, fathers, children and friends. As I stand before the display of prosthetic limbs, I am reminded of the individual stories that they represent. Stories of people who lived full lives before they were brought here. Each artificial leg, arm or brace once belonged to somebody who had already faced challenges in life and found ways to adapt. Yet here in Auschwitz, even those basic tools of dignity and mobility were stripped away. As I approach the firing wall, I am confronted with a profound silence. A silence that speaks louder than words ever could. This wall, scarred and weathered by time, stands as a witness to the unimaginable cruelty that took place here. It is a place where countless lives were taken in acts of unspeakable violence. This is where the prisoners were hung, publicly and brutally, as a tool of fear and control. These executions were not just acts of violence, but deliberate attempts to crush the spirits of those who bore witness, sending a clear and chilling message to all who lived within the walls. This place marks a pivotal moment in the history of Auschwitz. It is here, on these grounds, where Rudolf Höss, the first commandant of Auschwitz, was held accountable for his actions. As the architect of so much suffering and death, his role in the atrocities of the Holocaust remains one of history's darkest chapters. When I say that I've just been to hell, I'm not exaggerating. I have literally been to one of the worst places on earth. That was heavy. And it's only going to get worse as well. We're going to camp number 2 now, Birkenau. Birkenau, also known as Auschwitz II, was established by Nazi Germany in 1941. It became the largest of the Auschwitz complex. 3 camps and a central site of the Holocaust. Originally built as a concentration and forced labour camp, Birkenau was expanded into a massive extermination camp as part of the Nazis' final solution. It was designed to systematically murder Jews along with Romania people, Poles, Soviet prisoners of war and others deemed undesirable by the Nazi regime. Birkenau housed 4 large gas chambers and a crematoria, where over 1 million people, primarily Jews, were killed between 1942 and 1944. Prisoners were transported there in overcrowded trains, subjected to brutal selection processes upon arrival, and many were sent directly to their deaths. In January 1945, as the Soviet army advanced, the Nazis attempted to cover up their crimes by dismantling parts of the camp and forcing prisoners on death marches. Birkenau was liberated on January 27, 1945 by Soviet forces, who discovered the remaining prisoners and evidence of the atrocities.